Once you hit the age of 20, 25, 30, as a young person, there are certain words that should be completely eradicated from your vocabulary. Is it because I come from a poor background? Is it because I didn't go to school? Is it because I don't have masters? Is it because they didn't give me equal opportunities? As a matter of fact, if you are at that point, that pinnacle point in life, there's something called a point of decision making. As a young person, if you're at that point in life and you are still blaming the things that have happened in the past, what you have to do is for you to sit down and look at the hand that life has dealt you with. And then as a young person, you think about how you can confront, challenge, and change the narrative of your life and your family. The moment you hit this particular pivotal point in your life, you don't have to blame anything about your background. As a matter of fact, you are now becoming the background. And therefore, you have to sit down and think particularly about 5 main things that we're going to talk about today. The first thing you have to think about is you have to identify patterns in your life, patterns in your family. Pattern recognition is very important. Sit down and think, is it possible that in your life, in your family, that a certain set of people in your family, maybe certain siblings, certain family members, will go to school, but they'll never graduate? Or is it possible as well that they will graduate, but they'll never get a job? Or is it possible that in their line of career or in their line of work, that they reach to the apex, the pinnacle of whatever they're doing, and then all of a sudden they will plummet? You have to sit down and identify the patterns, those recurring events that happens in your life. Otherwise, whatever you are not confronting, you are choosing. And most of the patterns that fester in families, these are patterns in which people are not even aware of. Anonymity brings enormous challenges. The moment you're able to unmask and the moment you're able to identify that these are things that happens in my family, in my line, then you move to the next step. The next step is called system analysis. As a young person, you sit down and then you do a thorough analysis of the skills that you have, the assets that you have. You recognize the fact that even though you come from a humble background, you are now becoming the background for all those that will come after you. You sit down and then you think, maybe you didn't come out of a rich family, but for your sake, a rich family will come out from you. Then you sit down and think about what are the systems in your family. Is it possible that your family never had emergency fund? Is it possible that you guys were just barely surviving? You have to sit down after you've identified the patterns and do a thorough analysis of the systems. Or maybe there was non-existent of systems. There was no structure of savings. There was no structure of investment. I can tell you for a fact that some of our family members, our parents did not have any line of business. They were just hoping by God in power, where God will provide. They were just rolling by the wheels of faith, which in essence is not actually a financial plan. What you could now do is for you to sit down and think about how are you going to design your system, a system of investment, a system of savings, and a system of improving yourself in getting the things that is necessary to support everyone that will come out of you. And moves us to the next stage, which is called structural problem solving. It's one thing to identify a problem. It's another thing to think about the solution. Somebody once told me that if you are not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. So when you have seriously sit down and you thought about the hand that life has dealt you with, you've recognized the pattern, you thoroughly assess the systems and whatever assets and whatever things that you have, the skills, and then you think, how can I structurally solve these problems in my life? How is it possible that somebody will go to school and they will not have fees to graduate? How is it possible that somebody will get a degree and they will not progress into achieving their full potential? You see that on a design for yourself, that anything that I will start in life, I'm going to complete it. Any project I will start, I'm going to ensure that I have enough saved to support and sponsor everyone that will come after me. Everyone that will come after me would not suffer. I am now the background. It's very critical that you sit down and have a structured problem-solving technique. Every problem in your life has a solution. I've now resolved to become a solutionist. I've now resolved to become that person that always think that whatever problem exists in this life, there is always a solution for it. So your own responsibility is for you to sit down right now. What are the problems that are prevalent in your life? Problems that are prevalent in your family? How can they be solved? How can you create innovative and creative ways in which you can solve this problem? Is it a financial problem? Is it a spiritual problem? Is it an attitudinal? Is it a health problem? Identify these things and then you solve them instantly through a structured approach. And then it moves us to the fourth part, which is called a visioning. Like we said, if you don't have a vision, a clear picture of your future, then you don't have a future. You cannot inherit a future your eyes cannot see. And when we're talking about what your eyes can see, it's not just your physical eyes. We're talking about your mind's eyes, your perception, how visionary you are, how big you can dream about things. You have to set a vision about your life as a young person. Now that you have now becoming the background for your life, set a vision. Where would you want to see yourself in the next 6 months? Where would you want to see yourself in the next 6 years to come? Where would you want to see your line of business? How would you want to create a life for everyone that will come out of you? You have to sit down and have a vision, a clear picture of possibilities, of things that you want in your life. Break it down, make it actionable, make it attainable, make it very pragmatic. Don't be too over-ambitious about it and then you struggle in actualizing that particular vision. Sit down and realistically, after you've done system analysis, those things that are not working in your life, those things that are working, and then you build upon it by solving the things that don't work, and then you set a vision for your life. And then the last part is called mental agility or a growth mindset. As a young person, if you want to become the background for your life, for your family, then you have to be mentally agile. You have to master the skill of continuous learning and adaptation. This is a fast-paced world. It's a volatile world. It's ambiguous. One of the things you can do is to always have a syllabus for yourself. Always have things, skills, topics, skills, techniques that you need to master as a person. Is it tech fluency? Is it communication skills? Is it sales and marketing? Skills that are essential that will ensure that you now becoming the background will make a system for all those that will come after you, and that you will ensure as well that you are able to achieve all those things you wish for yourself. Think about other areas in your life that needs growth. Is it possible that in certain areas of your life that you are still struggling? You have to be mentally agile. Don't just have this mindset that you arrive at a point. Think about your life as a journey and not just a destination. Think about it as a evolving phase. Every phase in your life will require a new you. So as we wrap up this episode, as a young person, once you hit the age of 20, 25, 30, you have no reason to blame your background. You are now the background.